get his name out there, this tournament's perfect for him as well. It's been a really cool story. Same for Michu as well.
And it is the perfect tournament for him because in the North American scene, we kind of touched on it yesterday, he's known as being a very high skill ceiling player. He's just not the team player per se. So this is his bread and butter for Desi. Going against what what Henry presumes to be the tournament favorite.
I called it from day one. I said,
is Kenny your pick, Henry?
Yeah, so I think he's the complete package here. From what we've seen in top tournaments.
We didn't get to actually ask Paula, who would have been, and who is your tournament favorite now?
Initially, going into the tournament, I was on the hype train of Scream, and assuming he was going to come through and it was going to be like some sort of spectacular. You're going to see him perform the way we all see him in our heads almost. But now, of course, he's out. At this point, I'm probably favouring Shocks over Kenny.
Yeah, it's fair enough. It's difficult to say. I feel like kennyS just I said it before the tournament even started. I feel like kennyS he's shown he can be a very effective rifler. He doesn't have to rely on the AWP, and his pistol work on the CT side has been phenomenal in recent tournaments. That's why this is perfect for him on that aim map with the US keys. But it's really Kenny open things up here. It's the first map, aim 3G, means you have 3 rifles. You have the M4, the M41S, and the AK to go with it. So kennyS with that silenced M4 kicks things off. Desi now, as we said, needs to win this map. It goes without saying, if he goes to wars with Kenny, that's pretty much a death sentence.
I think someone who has a really high chance of winning as well, who doesn't necessarily come to mind straight away, unless you hear it from the players, is Seized. He's been playing so well, and he's like so individually skilled, but it's not like he's just known as, a one-tap king, or someone that's like always winning their gunfights in ridiculous ways. But when he's come into this tournament, he's looked really, really good.
I think Mihu needs an honourable mention as well. The way he's playing today is absolutely lights out, so he could definitely cause some damage here, as he already has booked his place in the semi-finals. We'll see what he can do after this group. So kennyS now 3-1 up, looking pretty strong here. Desi's kind of behind. The first kill he got was the wallbang through the box. Now getting his second though, so 3-2. And I feel that these ones always seem to get onto the wire. It seems like the first map is the one that's always very close, regardless of the advantage or the lead one player might have. It's always a comeback that comes in. Desi showing exactly that right now. Equals things up at 3-3.
What do you think? Who do you think would be the most unlikely final?
Coming into this,
if you told me
Giuliano Zaz, but that's that's not true.
Out of the people left.
Out of the people left. I mean, to be fair, Giuliano I expected to beat some of the guys hands down. I think of the ones left, it would be Shazam Desi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like Mihu Desi.
I don't think anyone expected Mihu to make even the top 8.
That's
now
true,
he's in the semi-finals. I think that's the surprise of the tournament here. Everyone else who's here has had their moments in the scene at some point, like in big organizations and stuff like that. But Mihu's always just one of those names who's always been hanging around the second tier, and it's really cool to see what he can do and actually show how skilled he is. But here we go, then round number 10. kennyS has taken a slight lead here, 5-4, and we enter round number 10. Still sticking with our silence M4. So all the players like Flamey, for example, were favouring the AK. As I said, Kenny does pick that up. Very common angle, both players towards that steps area, trying to take off the head of the other one, but 5-5. Desi needs to win this. Do you think he can do it, Matt?
I actually think it's entirely possible on rifles that he could take Kenny. I know we've talked up Kenny's game lately on the rifles, but Desi's always been known for rifle play. The pistol is going to be the differentiating factor between these two, if it gets that far. Kenny still has control of this. 6-6. A lot of M4 usage.
I feel like if Desi wins this, weirdly, he's more likely to win the map than Kenny. It sounds like slightly obvious thing to say, but I feel like if he gets this rifle, which we all agree that he needs to win this rifle round, Kenny will, of course, most likely win the AWP. I feel like Desi going into the pistol is just going to be more confident and play like he did against Scream yesterday and just end up taking it.
Yeah. That was crazy against Scream, how good he was with that USB. Camera apply. So at one point, Scream changed to the P2000 as like a last thing to try and do something with it. But Kenny will be winning the half here. Round number 15 goes in his favour, 8-7. And it's very close so far. We've seen a lot of 8-7s actually in these opening halves. Seems like
it's true, actually.
Yeah, lots of them. I think I said to Natu many times saying, it's nothing really separating these two guys.
Shocks.
We'll see a 15-0 later today.
Girlfriend in the background, of course, always.
What a girlfriend.
Flamey with his girlfriend as well, I think.
Yep, that's correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
She is here. I brought mine.
I'm here as well, yeah.
Okay.
So
Desi's sticking with his M4. I haven't really seen the AK come out much at all in this game, if at all. Why is there no peek? Wide face. Do you still prefer the A1, Henry?
I know I've always preferred the A4.
Always, even during the time of the...
I guess in terms of, like, if you ask me as a player, I've always used the A4. I prefer it. I prefer the extra bullets.
Even before the A1 nerf, you still use the A4?
No, obviously not. That was when the A1S was like almost overpowered to an extent. So that's why everyone used it. There was no real option to use the A4. It didn't really make sense. But now they're kind of balanced and people are trying to learn how to use the A1S. I think the M4 it's just similar to how I used to play, right? It's just having the extra bullets, being able to spam and kind of play a looser game instead of having to be very conservative with the ammo. I just prefer it. I'd love to have the silencer. I'd like to have the old Source 1.6 M4 back. That was my obvious choice.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going back to Source, aren't we, Henry?
Yeah.
It happens all the time, Matt.
To be fair, that M4 in that game was ridiculous. It also helped.
I'm just trying to give Henry a hard time.
I know.
Well, I like to tease him about how he always
if you had to let me
Source.
finish, I was going to say it's not hard to be good with a gun when the hitboxes are the size of friggin' blimps in the sky.
Same size for everyone, I'm afraid. So best player's going to always shoot you first.
Kenny is actually going, whilst we're joking around, Kenny's actually managed to get three kills up on desi, and that's a lot of pressure on the American. Do you think he can get his head back into this?
Well, he knows how much is on the line. Right? Like I said, he go into this. I spoke to him outside briefly. He's like, you know what? It doesn't really matter. I've got this far. If I can prove myself and not get owned, I'm happy with that. I just don't want to lose 16-2. That's what he said. So that's he's quite a humble approach. He knows he can win. He knows he has the potential. It's 1v1 if he can. But as long as he doesn't get battered here and puts up a decent performance, I think he's going to be happy with that. And so far, it's looking like Kenny will be taking this first map. Substantial lead.
Wait,
now.
are we talking about me?
Sorry, what?
What?
As long as I don't get beat 16-2?
Oh, right, yeah,
It's you that has to worry about that.
I love the discussions that have been going on between you guys backstage about this potential matchup that's happening. Just to anyone out there that's listening, these guys, they're playing mind games, you know. Henry's trying to... No, Henry, come on. Just let me finish this point. Let me just finish this point. Henry, you've been taking the laid-back approach of, oh, Sadekist taking it so seriously. Oh, Sadekist doing this, that, and the other. When inside, I can see on your face,
yes,
you want to come through hard and win. But Matt is taking the approach of the rambunctious, the energetic, the Henry, I'm coming for you, but this is just fun for me. And talking about that, kennyS has had a fun time winning that relatively swiftly.
Yeah, well, that's very bad news there for desi. He's going to be in a world of pain now going into the AWP. You can see Kenny should be very relaxed going into the next map. But like I said, he got double figures. It's still not going to be good enough, I'm afraid. We did see him take down Scream on this map, so maybe he can bounce back. Who knows?
To be fair as well, remember there is... You've broken stuff, Paul.
No, it's not.
Thanks for coming to our studio. You've officially ruined it already. It's GSL in this group, so it's not, again, a round of 8 where you get in and it's single elimination. There's still a loser bracket within this group itself, so desi could play up against either Shazam or Seized still after our if he loses this, if he doesn't succeed in the AWP, so there's still a chance that he can come back through this.
Yeah, of course. It's like a reset today, right? So this is like the second group we've had today. We've already got through the first one. We had Shox and me who go through. So this is like a full reset, second group. And we go to the second map here.
Everyone's favourite map. Aim or... Is it Row or Row?
I've been saying Row.
Yeah, Row.
Where does it come from?
Row, Death Row.
Oh, is it like a prison yard?
Yeah.
Is that what we're dealing with here?
Yeah.
2 prison inmates.
I've never been on the inside. Oh, keep going. I like this.
I
like
thought you'd like it because you like 2 prison inmates squaring off in the darkest depths of the prison. What's the direction? What's the direction here?
Don't know about having
real bloody war.
Real bloody war. These 2 men put away for their crimes against humanity. kennyS, desi, from rival gangs. 1 French, 1 American. 1 story, 1 end.
What is the end going to be?
Tell me.
We're about to find out. The first kill's going to come in. It's going to be kennyS. Both on the upper platform here. We said desi, he was controlling the ladders originally. He said it wasn't a good tactic for him. He kind of changed things up for Scream, and he's actually utilising the lower area more. So we'll see whether he can do that again. Kenny, though, as I said, should be no real problem here. Even if desi gets a huge lead, he expects Kenny to come back.
I think desi's tagged right now as well. Doesn't matter. As we talk about,
That's
the tag is basically a miss, but Kenny has walled through the bridge before.
That was a pretty good idea from desi. He knows he can't actually out-talk him like that. So he's just hiding and hoping that kennyS would get impatient and jumping up and actually giving an opportunity there. So that's probably what desi needs to go with here. Just play the lamer game and not really give him an opportunity to even take a shot. Just make him bored and then make your face after that. You can see there's nothing given away whatsoever here. Wants to wait till Kenny gets a little bit apprehensive.
Where is he?
Exactly.
Desi's playing the mind games.
This is the game he should be playing. He knows he can't
Very
beat him.
nice.
He's got to be top pillar.
Please knife
right
him.
now.
Oh my God.
Has
Just
to be
imagine
top.
if he just came up behind him and knifed him. That would just...
That'd be sick.
That would be insane.
Here we go then. Still hiding. kennyS. It's about 5. They're all Pillar of Doom.
Oh, that's
right.
why. There's why.
Yeah, so he was just sitting there. He was stuck.
Yeah, we called it out because the other two sides have got those ladders and escape routes, but once you're there, you need to try and bait out a shot with the shoulder peaks, and then that doesn't happen.
kennyS just rush him. That works.
I feel like Desi's playing quite a smart game. Like, he's trying to make Kenny engage him as and make Kenny do the movements as opposed to himself seeking for too much information, like overextending or anything on the map. Nice.
Oh, that works. Yes, Paula.
If you were to say right now a percentage that you think Desi would win this, how many times out of 100 do you think Desi could win this game?
12.
12. Okay.
That's just very accurate. Maybe a little bit more.
Maybe, yeah, probably a little bit more to be fair. 100 times to play a game. If you were to ask me his percentages to win one game, that's something else. But 100 creates fatigue.
Okay. Desi, see, this is the thing. It's like when Mihu played against Flamey, he made him play his game, but of course that was to a much higher extent. But I'm so surprised with the way Flamey reacts to that. Obviously, we can see Kenny's kind of taking it in his stride and just keeping his head in the game. But Flamey, I'm so surprised with how he. Obviously, I know that I interviewed him and he said, "Yeah, I need to sort out my emotional reactions to things in game." But he was really not enjoying today.
Yeah, you can see like it's very disappointing to see the way he reacted
Yeah.
to certain situations when he was like losing heavily and he started running out with his knife out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what are you doing, mate?
Is that what he did? He actually ran out with his knife?
So it was like 15-8 or 15-9 and he just like gave up. He got tagged once and he's run out of his knife. Then he did the next round, just ran out with his knife, so his back turned. And was just like, you can tell he kind of gave up at one point as well. He just started spamming through the wall, constantly giving his position away. It was a little bit disappointing.
Henry's going to tell you all about it later.
Sorry?
It's supposed to be fun.
Henry will have a familiar feeling later.
Yeah, I'll be doing similar thing.
No comment. No comment.
I do recommend getting that knife sharpened up, though.
I'm just warning both of you now. There's no way I'm taking any sides in this. I'm an impartial observer, friend of both, and I will be looking at it from an objective perspective. Henry's going to win.
I mean, that is the objective side, but your subjective side says, let's go, Sato, let's go.
My subjective side says, come on, Matt, you can do it. That I honestly think Henry would not even just in a Counter-Strike sense.
Dude,
if
he
you
would
beat
be
Henry in this 1v1, Henry's life
That's
would spiral out from even
literally
more
the goal.
so than you already say it is.
Let's
you know?
be fair, it's pretty out of control now. That's the goal, actually. Paula, I've been trying to find ways to push him over the edge, and this is the attempt. This
Very
is the
destructive
attempt right
relationship, this one. Very destructive.
Yeah. It's a game of cat and mouse when really I'm just a lion and he's hardly
Desi's
a mouse.
ahead by 2 kills.
7-5.
That is right.
Who would have thought?
7-5.
And now it's 8. So Kenny, he said he doesn't like this map, and it's showing why. He struggled a bit all tournaments. Let's find one more. But round number 15 coming in the first half. And Desi has actually won it. This is kind of nuts. For someone who actually, remember Desi got battered by Zaz. It was like 16-5, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
But he looked really bad
he's
at
not
that
great on
point.
an AWP at all, Desi. But remember, he did win one against Scream, and he said he played it.
That's why it's so inconsistent, these results. It's very hard to
Well, Desi did say in the interview after Scream, he stopped trying to be peaky and play the ladder game
Ooh,
more.
6 HP.
So we can see that strategy here now as he stops speaking a lot.
It's a lot more disciplined. You can see that he's waiting for the opportunity to arise instead of forcing the issue. And it's actually working perfectly. kennyS has been tagged, kind of irrelevant on this map, but we'll see what he does here. Oh, okay.
This has been like the longest duel yet, I think, in this on this map. These guys.
You gonna play 400 DPI 1 cents later, Henry?
1.2.
1.2. You've gone up slowly.
It depends if I haven't played in a long time. That's too low.
I used Mihu's mouse earlier, just like moved it around his screen. The guy plays with like 400.7.
So
0.7.
Very, very low.
400 DPI 0.7. Oh, it's
lower
way
than I
lower.
am.
It's way lower than yours.
I can't be. He must use so he's using 1000 hertz, 400 DPI, 0.7. That can't be right.
I guarantee it was lower than yours.
Mine's like the lowest.
Dude,
anyway.
I played on 1.1 when we were in Stockholm together, and it felt lower than that.
Well, it depends. Like a lot of people can't get used to it, but once you it's about the mouse movement. I'm using arm to move, right? It's a lot of people use wrist, so it's all relative, really. If you're happy to move your arm, it doesn't really make a massive difference. I've always used very low sense, and
I'm guessing when I say he's 0.7. I don't know what his actual statistics are.
It's probably
I didn't want to bring up console and look. Obviously, I don't want to mess with his config while he's
yeah.
about to play. But
anyway, Oof, kennyS does take the lead. As we were talking. Very calm.
desi's not getting the angles that he was finding before.
It's all about the angles and the ladders.
We talked about angles and ladders. We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, I changed the game with that yesterday, and I appreciate you guys bringing it up again.
You showed off how good you are with angles yesterday during pool as well.
Some were okay. I didn't do too badly.
You did all right.
What Matt's referencing is that we went out after the show yesterday, played some pool. We actually came out on top, me and Matt as a duo. And talking about duos, you guys, I love you guys. And we know Matt is good at impressions, but I haven't seen Henry do an impression of Matt.
Oh,
Can we see
yesterday?
that?
Yep.
Did you?
We did. Well,
Can we see it for the
I think he practiced in the shower this morning.
Can we
so.
see that now?
We can give it a go. Matt, can you just talk again?
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Henry,
I can feel it in my
come
head.
on, Henry.
It just sounds like I'm doing a really bad American impression.
Henry, let's
do
go.
it.
Keep talking. I need to get
Yeah, I'm here to talk. That's what I do. kennyS now 12
There we go.
over the 10 of desi.
kennyS now.
Which I see how torn up you are, and I don't know if I'm looking too much into other people's now.
Well, possibly. We'll see whether we can get a psychiatrist on the line. Maybe we can tweet us and we'll work
It's actually, yeah, he is pretty torn up. I didn't cut my nails. So.
Oh, jeez. Jeez, desi with the 2-1 though. Looking really strong coming into this pistol.
Add it again with the USB headshots.
You've said that every single pistol.
It's good though, isn't it?
I like it. I like it.
It's good.
And if desi wins the match, will you give us a damn desi?
No.
Damn,
No.
desi?
Right.
But,
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it.
well then. 2-2. Kenny definitely the favoured player.
The Giuliano battle here.
Oh yeah, you know the angles. You've been listening.
Well, again, you guys coined. Was it Matt that you coined that?
We keep coming up with like
Giuliano?
these random positions on the maps. We give them really obscure names, just because we've watched this map so many times.
Yeah,
now.
do you
I'm
see
like,
that? Actually, see that little wheelbarrow over there? Do you know what we call that?
Which wheelbarrow?
There's one in the corner.
Okay, what do you call it? Wheelbarrow?
Race car.
Race car. Why don't you just call it wheelbarrow or barrow?
Because that's not obscure enough.
Okay.
Don't really get to call that position too often, to be fair. And I don't think I've actually ever noticed it. So.
You see that half sunken box right in front of him right now? Do you know what we call
yeah,
that?
Yeah,
Do you know what we call that?
yeah. Mid box.
Casket.
Nice.
I'm waiting. There's going to be a follow-up joke to this. Something about you killing Henry or something.
What?
No, you've.
Whoa.
Whoa! Now you're landing.
Don't even works.
Whoa.
What the hell?
Yeah.
He legit almost did freakazoid.
Yeah. To everyone watching, Henry's chair has now got a life of its own, and
It's just collapsed
he went
on
into
me.
an instant lounge.
Oh, I'm back now. Cancelled the lounge. We're back into the game. 5-3. Desi, we kind of said after seeing his performance against Scream, he may be the favoured one going into this one, and that's continuing. 6-3. Like I said, no one goes home in this one. It's a group stage once again. There will be a lower bracket, so it's not too crazy yet. But Desi going forward through kennyS is a pretty impressive result if it does happen.
Something that surprises me so much
Go on.
is no, it's not. You're saying go on like I've got a punchline coming, Henry G. I was just going to say that Desi sits so close to the screen. I'm surprised that he has any peripheral vision at all. He genuinely is about two inches
like
away
4
from
by
the
3.
screen.
He could
no
be playing
matter
4
what.
by 3. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So you can afford to get a little bit closer with that. I miss the days of playing with CRT monitor, 17-inch. That was the dream. So, did you ever experience those days?
Of course.
That was
But the first Counter-Strike that I played was Source.
150 hertz.
But basically, back when we were playing Source,
Yeah.
you were one of the big dogs, and I was a guy just playing random mixes online. If I tried to speak to you back then, Henry, you would have
spat in your face.
You literally would have told me to do some very nasty things, and so I'd like you to apologise.
What, for something I would have done, something I didn't do.
In the pod.
I was always
I
very
want you
nice.
to
I was
apologise
always
for-
nice to all the fans, Fowler. You know that. You saw it at Gfinity.
Henry, are we gonna give the story?
You saw I was always nice to the fans.
Okay, so I think should we put this out? The story of how we first met each other.
If you can do it quickly, yeah.
Yeah, so
Paraphrase.
me and Henry, we were at an event in London. It was during my in an old job that I had, and Henry was working there too. I didn't know this. He was working there with the company that he was at, and I'm walking through, and this guy pops out of the door. Who is it? It's Henry G. I'm like, what the hell is Henry G doing here? I say, excuse me, are you?
This is before I was a caster, by the way.
This is before.
Yeah.
This is about a year and a bit ago, where before Henry was a caster, and this guy pops out as Henry G. And I'm like, excuse me, are you Henry G? Because of course I knew him from when he was playing Source at such a high level, and he was one of the people that I'd be like, oh, he's a good player, and he was playing on 4 Kings and stuff and all of that. And
4 Kings and a Queen with Henry on the team.
and so I asked, are you Henry G? And he looks at me with these like puppy dog eyes, like really emotionally.
He does that.
And he just goes, yeah, I am. I'm surprised somebody remembers me.
This was all worth it.
And that is not. It might have even have been. Oh, I'm really happy someone. Not. And Henry, can you clarify that is not an exaggeration?
No, that's pretty much exactly how it went down.
So
And then,
5 rounds in a row, by the way,
And
for
then-
kennyS to pull back into this because he was desperately behind desi.
Good little story.
Best of 3, third map. Winner goes straight through to the final 4.
Yeah, desi had a massive lead there as we were telling the story. Actually, kennyS gets 5 in a row and takes the advantage at half, and now wins the first. Oh, I was going to say pistol. I guess it's the first round of the second half. And it's going to be 9-7 now. So desi, after having that fantastic entrance to this one, he said both of these players are very keen with the USP. We'll see whether they can get this next
Ooh.
frag. It's a real bloody duel over there.
Real bloody war.
Indeed.
Kenny doesn't know where he's
Oh,
gone.
Desi with
I
a
don't know.
nice
I don't know how
push.
he is. He must.
Switching
Weird.
up the momentum.
He expected Desi went all the way back to respawn and over the other side, but that was a little bit quick to look that direction. Desi, peeking.
Ooh.
Kenny.
I feel Desi's
Killing.
getting slightly more predictable now because he's always going to that ramp near the start of the rounds, and Kenny's adapting to it maybe.
Desi, peeking. Giuliano, miss. Desi, reloading. Peeking. Miss. Told you. Oh, he actually tagged him.
Minimalist casting. That is modern art.
I think our snooker one was my favorite.
Snooker, yeah. Did you hear that?
No.
We did a snooker cast yesterday.
Oh, no, I did hear that, and I really appreciated it, obviously, because I'm British and
Yeah.
snooker when you're growing up, especially when we were growing up.
Yeah.
Our age, it was
Yeah,
a
the
big
Crucible right now
Yeah.
has the World Championships going on.
thing. And we
In
would...
Sheffield.
Really? Okay. And we would hear those casts, and it took me back to my childhood, Henry, so
Good.
thank you very much for that.
No worries. 10-10.
It's a boring childhood. I usually
It's a
would.
British child.
I mean, I would look into snooker when I'm retired and have nothing else to do in my life, but shoot yourself. kennyS up by 1. If he ties it, though, does he, guys? We get to make a wish.
Yeah, Parlo, if it gets to 11-11, you have to tell us what your wish is.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll try. I don't
Or
know.
I'll cut your top knot.
I don't have a top knot. I have a pony. Oh, well.
Well, damn it.
Sorry, guys. The dream
Yeah.
is dead. The dream is dead.
Damn. What would you have wished for there?
This is the thing. What I was saying. I've got no idea. You can just wish for anything.
Yeah.
I would
So,
wish.
So blowing out the candles on a birthday cake.
What I would wish for is for you two to finally just stop with the anger to each other. Why can't you just be? Why can't you just love each other? And just
Because he's a dick.
Yeah. Well, I think the production is
Production has just told us.
They're both assholes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guys,
Get out.
Going again.
it's my time to leave again unless Desi makes a comeback. And so, well, no, Natu needs
Doesn't
to run.
matter,
Yeah,
it's map
I
3.
think-
Final
yeah, no,
map, mate.
exactly. I know. That's what I'm saying. So, thank you very much, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Bloody hell.
I think we're alone now.
Again.
Doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Right then, 15-10, one more kill for kennyS. What looked so promising for Desi is falling apart at the seams here. And there it is. A lovely way to finish things off. He wins it 2-1. Interesting, he dropped the AWP map yet again here in this tournament. But, you know, he does say, admits he hates it. He doesn't look too happy with himself.
He's picking it up on the other guns, though. That's going to put him into the semifinal, the final 4.
not happy at
Man,
all.
he's not happy at all. Paula, get your earpiece in and find out why.
Why is he not happy? That wasn't a throw to the interview. I don't think it's ready yet. But
I know, but I think that Kenny expected a better performance. Desi's not done, remember that, because he does still have a chance to play against either Shazam or Seized to decide who will drop out of this top 8 position, this last group, Group F.
here he is.
Hello, Natu.
Oh, yeah.
How's the Ints game going?
Feels all warm after
how's
Balance
the-
using it.
How's the Unts game?
They lost the second map overpass, but they didn't really
Do you know
play
why?
it.
It's because KD got a 4K with the Tech 9, and they tried to knife him.
Oh, that's good.
Did that actually happen?
Yeah, he went down back stairs, and got a
tried to
4K with
knife
the Tech
him?
9. Well, to be fair, they ran out of ammo, and
Oh, okay.
they were
Fair enough.
It was a duel.
What they're showing off. So, Nat, did you get a chance to watch this game at all?
Not really.
Okay, well, we won't ask you anything about it. It was an interesting result. I don't know if you heard that kennyS actually dropped the AWP map. So, yeah, so to desi and then come back on the pistols. Desi had a massive lead on the first half of the pistols, but then kennyS towards the end got 5 in a row, got himself back into it, and ultimately wins 16-10. So, one on the rifles. So that's exactly the opposite of what I expected. I expected Desi to win the rifles, Kenny to win the AWPs, and there was a 50-50 in the pistols. Literally the other way around.
Yeah.
And that's, considering what we've seen so far from Desi with the AWP, that's actually kind of cool for him. So, congratulations in that respect.
I guess that's the testament to this AWP map that it's not necessarily saying of who's better at AWP in you know,
it's
actual Counter-Strike.
It's just getting an understanding for the map and finding some little tricks and stuff and working out how to read your
I
opponent.
gave away my only trick to Henry.
Yeah, that's true.
Seeing the gun barrel.
One-trick pony.
Yeah, seeing the gun barrel. He doesn't know about my inner MLG though.
Well, this is the AWP map that Desi did win. See him taking the lead. It was all maps were pretty close there, but that final kill coming in now. Boom. It seems like Desi had a lot more disciplined approach there. Was waiting for Kenny to make the face instead of actually rushing or peeking from lower. But the pistol map, as I said, it was pretty close to the first few rounds, and then Desi had this huge lead. Yeah, so fighting back towards the end. This is the point he had the lead.
Yep.
And he went on a rampage.
Yep.
It was pretty convincing at that point. It's 10 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing. 5 rounds at the end of the first half to bring it back, and then 10-10 was the closest we would see it after that. 16-11, I think, was the final. 16-10 or 16-11? 16-10, apparently.
16-10, yep. Yeah, absolutely right there, Matt, for once.
Well, I was actually wrong. I had to wait for the thing, the monitor, to tell me.
Okay. Well then, where do we go from here?
Paula.
What do we discuss? Ah, of course.
Abdul.
Demand myth.
Well, we've got. He should have a great understanding of this game. He was here for most of it.
That's
so.
true. Paula, ask good questions for a change.
Matt, I'm going to try my best. Have we got a camera going? We have got a camera going. Kenny, congratulations. You've made it through.
Thank you.
You're going to play the winner of this matchup, Seized and Shazam. Who would you prefer to play?
I don't care actually. I just know that if I want to win this next match and the tournament, I have to get better on the hop map because I'm totally lost. And then I will have my chance to win. But anyway, if I don't play better in hop map, I will lose.
Were you surprised with the way Desi came out in that AWP map?
No, actually not. I know that I'm actually not surprised by anyone on the hop map. I know everyone can beat anyone on this map. It's not about skill, it's not about instant pick, it's about be patient and waiting for the mistakes. And I do a lot of mistakes in hop map, so he won because he was fast.
Do you feel he did a good job at controlling the engagements on that map? Because it seemed like you had to make some movements that were less favourable in terms of positioning.
Yeah, of course. When I wanted to pick somewhere, I thought that he was holding the line where I was, so I was scared to pick. And it's hard to be a sniper and to be scared to pick, so that's mainly why I lost.
What about in real games? Are there any other AWPers in the competitive scene that you are scared to peak in actual matches?
I'm not scared of anyone. I think I've always been really confident and comfortable in AWP duel, battle. I think the scariest AWPer for me is a sniper I actually don't know. Like, you know, I'm playing a lot GW, I'm playing a lot Fallen, Guardian and stuff, so I know them, I'm not scared of them. But for the rest of snipers, when you are playing a lower team, you don't know the sniper, so it's hard to predict what he's going to do and stuff.
So when an AWPer that you're coming up against is more unpredictable, it makes it tougher for you to make the right decisions because maybe they're doing things that are very different to what you're usually playing against.
Yeah, sure. It depends of my confidence. It depends of the game I'm living. But yeah, it's really important for a sniper to know his opponents.
Final couple of things. Can you run us through the pistol map and how that went for you?
Sorry?
The pistol map. Can you run us through how that went against Desi?
Well, I think he was leading 7-3, but I know that my USP is one of my strongest weapons, so I didn't get scared or something. managed to come back, and when I saw that I was putting a lot of runs in a row, I knew I would win.
All right, final question. Who do you think is most likely to win out of the guys behind us?
Since Shazam is sick, I think Seized.
There we go. So Kenny's prediction is a seized victory over a slightly unwell Shazam. Shazam, you going to let that affect you?
No, I'll be all right.
All right, best of luck. Oh, look at that. Great, great sportsmanship. Thank you very much, guys, and we are going to head back to the desk.
Yeah.